Bow, Path of the Teal Lotus, is a new game coming out in a few days. I saw the trailer on Instagram. I thought it looked kind of cool, so I ended up checking out the Steam page, and I saw that it was tagged as a Metroidvania. And I thought, Metroidvania with cool movement. Let me try this demo. I also thought it was a good opportunity to try and make like a review style video. This is my first of those, so if you like them or if you have any criticism, let me know, I guess. Alright, let's get into the shit I like. First off, let me say that visually this game looks beautiful. It's all hand-drawn and it really gives the whole game like a really cool vibe. Like, the whole environment has this like cool glow to it, and it has this ethereal feel, like you're kind of walking through a mystical forest filled with all these like otherworldly creatures. Like you have this spear fox, this mushroom guy, ourselves the character, and that guy. And it's to my knowledge that all these characters take some elements of like Japanese folklore culture into their designs. If you've seen my Sekiro video, you probably know that I enjoy games with tight movement and fun combat systems. And I'd say that this game succeeds in both those areas, as far as I can tell from the demo, you know. One thing I really like, just off rip regarding gameplay, is that they give you a double jump extremely early. Like as soon as you get the weapon, which is like 5 minutes in, not even, you get the ability to double jump. And how this works is that as long as you can keep landing blows, be that on environmental assets or enemies, the jump refreshes. If you're skilled, the game really rewards you because you can do some crazy shit. You can kill a boss really quickly if you can keep up with their pattern and keep landing blows on them. And of course, this also extends to the platforming. Since you can double jump, you don't really have to take the intended path all the time. If you see a potential shortcut, you can go for it. You can bounce off an enemy or two, and boom, you've taken a shortcut. The developers seem to have geared this game to be kind of speedrun friendly because of, you know, the shortcut stuff that I just mentioned, and the fact that they put a speedrun timer toggle button right on the main menu. I have a feeling that they expect people to view this as like a speed game, and I'm all for it. When you add speed to games with tight movement and fun combat, I think it'd be really enjoyable. Another thing that they give you pretty early on is the dash. Unfortunately, this point is around near the end of the demo, but this dash probably extends the possibilities of future bosses and platforming challenges even further, which I'm all for, because if they give you these two like staple Metroidvania abilities like this early on, I'm really excited to see what's going to happen later in the game, because to my knowledge this demo is just the tutorial and that's where it ends. So they give you the double jump and the fucking dash right at the end of the tutorial, which for reference, at some other games, namely Hollow Knight, it could take the casual player like 5 hours to find both those abilities, depending on how they play. In this game, it takes an hour playing super casually and kind of looking all over the place. Also, just like a little nitpick towards other games, this game actually displays the PlayStation buttons when you're playing on a PlayStation controller. Like, this doesn't sound like that big of a deal, but not even FromSoft does that in Sekiro or Elden Ring. Like, now I don't have to guess whenever a button prompt pops up and it's for the wrong controller. Alright, so those are all great things. Is there stuff that I don't like? Well, I'd say there's only minor things. This is the biggest thing I have to complain about, but it's still not that big. Sometimes the smear animation on the attack is kind of misleading as to where the hitbox actually is. Because in this clip, I feel like I should have hit the boss personally and bounced off and continued the fight. But the game thought otherwise, and instead of continuing, I just died. Like, not the biggest thing, but skill issue I guess, but still it's kind of annoying. The other thing is the ranged attack, which they give you like a Daruma doll or whatever. You can spend 3 of your 8 possible like T points, which are like the health system of this game, similar to how Hollow Knight has the soul stuff. It serves as a ranged attack, but when you have to spend 3 of it just to do mediocre ranged damage, when for context you need 5 of the points to heal, it kind of seems like a bad trade. I'm sure it won't be an issue because you could probably upgrade this thing, and seeing how the wheel has like 7 vacant slots in them, I'm sure they'll be room to pick and choose which ones are your favorite. Maybe this one just isn't my favorite. That's really all I have to complain about, honestly. Overall, this game looks pretty sick, and I'm super excited to play it. The trailer looks pretty cool. I'll have it playing at this segment of the video. The demo was pretty fun, and I'm pretty hyped for the drop in a few days. If you like Metroidvania type games with, like, I don't know, cool Japanese inspiration, I highly suggest checking out the demo. It's only about an hour long and it's pretty fun. Maybe you'll end up liking the game and supporting these, what I believe to be indie developers. Anyways, thanks for watching. This really isn't my style of video, but if you have some criticisms, I'd love to hear them. Alright, thanks for watching. See ya.